Have you ever sat quietly and suddenly thought, what if I choose differently? What if I said yes instead of no? What if I stayed instead of leaving? What if my whole life could have been something else? And then a strange feeling comes. Not loud, but heavy. Like you are living, but not fully inside your life. If you could open a book and step into another version of your life, would you do it? Hi, I'm Nazy, and you are listening to the Gentle Nights channel, a quiet place for stories, for reflection, and for those soft moments when you just want to feel understood. Tonight, I want to take you into a very special story. A story that feels simple, but touches something very deep inside the heart. I'm going to tell you in my own voice, in my own feeling, the story of the Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And before we begin, let me gently say this. What you are about to hear is a narrative summary told in my own way. It's not the full book. So if something in this story touches you, I truly invite you to read the original book yourself and experience it even deeper. Now, come a little closer. Let's begin the story. Nora Seed is not someone special. At least, that's what she believes. She lives in a small apartment, in a quiet town. Her life is not dramatic, not exciting, just slowly fading. There was a time when her life had color. She was a talented swimmer. People believed she could go far. She loved music. She had a band. She sang. She felt alive. She had a fiancé, a life that was waiting to begin. But one by one, she stepped away. Not suddenly, not loudly, but slowly, like a candle, losing its light. Now, she is alone. Her job is gone. Her dreams are gone. Her connection with people almost gone. Even her cat, the small, quiet companion of her days, is no longer there. And sometimes life doesn't break you in one big moment. Sometimes it breaks you in a small, quiet ways. A disappointment here, a regret there. Until one day you wake up and you don't recognize your life anymore. Maybe you have felt this too. That feeling when everything looks normal from the outside, but inside you feel lost. Not because you don't have a life, but because you feel like you are not living the right one. Nora carries something very heavy inside her. Regret. So many regret. I should have stayed with him. I should have followed music. I should have tried harder. I should have been different. These thoughts repeat, again and again, like a quiet voice that never lets her rest. And the more she listens to that voice, the smaller she feels. I remember a moment like this, when your own mind becomes your hardest place to stay in. One night, after everything feels too much, too quiet, too empty, Nora makes a decision, a very quiet decision. She decides she doesn't want to continue anymore. Not because she hates life, but because she cannot see a way to stay inside it. And then something impossible happens. Instead of darkness, she opens her eyes and she is somewhere else. A library. But not a normal library. This place feels still soft, timeless, like time itself has paused. This is the Midnight Library, a place between life and death, between one moment and the next. Around her there are shelves, endless shelves, filled with books, but there are not ordinary books. Each book is a life, her life, but different. Lives she could have lived if she made different choices, if she said yes instead of no, if she stayed instead of leaving, if she believed in herself just a little more. And then she sees someone, Mr. Elm, her old school librarian, calm, kind, familiar. The kind of present that feels safe. Miss Elm looks at her with gentle eyes and says something simple. You can try them. You can. Imagine that for a moment. You take a book, you open it, and suddenly you are inside another version of your life. A life where you choose differently. A life where everything could have been better. Would you try it? Nora does. The first life she enters is the life where she stayed with her fiancé. In her real life, she left him before their wedding. But here, she stayed. Now, she is married. They run a small pub together. A quiet life, a simple life. At first, it feels warm, like a life that makes sense. There is someone beside her. There is a routine. There is a place to belong. But slowly, something feels wrong. The conversation feels empty. The connection feels distant. The love is not alive. And Nora realizes something very important. Life can look right and still feel wrong. She returns to the library and tries again. This time she follows her dream, music. Now she is famous, a rock star. She stands on the stage, lighting everywhere, people shouting her name from the outside. It looks like everything she once wanted. But inside, there is loneliness, distance, a quiet sadness, and she understands success is not the same as happiness. She returns again, another life. She becomes an Olympic swimmer, strong, focused, admired. Her body is powerful, her life is structured, but her days are full of pressure. Not a space to breathe, not softness, and again something is missing. Life after life, she keeps trying, searching for the perfect version, the one life that will finally feel right. In one life, she becomes a scientist, a glaciologist. She studies ice in a quiet, frozen world. This life feels calm, meaningful. The silence is beautiful. The air is clean. For a moment she feels peace. But even here, there is loneliness, distance, and again she understands no life is perfect. And slowly something changed inside her. At first, she was trying to escape her life. Now she starts looking at herself. Why am I unhappy in every life? Maybe you have felt this too when you think, If I move, I will feel better. If I change everything, I will be okay. But sometimes we carry our feelings into every life we enter. Miss Elms shows her something important, a book. The book of regrets. It's heavy, very heavy, because inside are all the things Nora wishes she did differently. Every if only, every I should have, every why didn't I. She opens it and sees page and pages of regrets. And suddenly she realizes something. This book is not truth. It's just her thousands, her beliefs, and maybe not all of them are real. As she continues, she starts noticing something new. Small moments, a smile, a connection, a simple conversation, things she never valued before, now begin to feel important. In one life, she understands her brother for the first time. In another, she sees that she mattered more than she believed, and slowly, gently, a new understanding grows. There is no perfect life. Every life has pain. Every life has something missing, but every life also has something beautiful. And then, for the first time, Nora stops searching. She doesn't want another life anymore. She wants her life. Not perfect, not fixed, but real. Because now she understands. She doesn't need a different life. She needs a different way to see her life. And when she returns, everything is the same. Same apartment, same world, same life, but she is different. Now she sees possibility. She sees space. She sees a future that is still open. Maybe you feel like this sometimes, like you are too late, too lost, too far behind. But you are not. You are just in the middle of your story, and there are still pages waiting for you. So tonight, stay just a little longer. Breath just a little deeper, and trust that even this life, your life, can still become something beautiful. And if you want, you can stay here together. One more night, one more story, one more quiet moment. Have a good night.